Welcome to the Hosel Rockets podcast, the #1 golf podcast for new product launches, interviews with industry experts, golf trends, and more. Here are your hosts, Jen, Ken, and Bill.
Hey, welcome to Hosel Rockets. I'm Jen.
And I'm Bill.
We're missing somebody.
We are, but we gave the pause.
Yeah.
Because normally somebody else says something.
Yeah. Where's Ken?
Where is he?
I don't know. We got tired of waiting.
Well, we did, and he may show up though. Because
Who
we kind of need him, don't we?
I don't know. We're going to do this without him.
Anyway, welcome to Hosel Rockets.
We weren't here last week.
We weren't.
No, we missed a show.
Where were you?
I was at the Polish consulate in LA.
I'm afraid to ask what you were doing there, but I actually know.
Yes. My son is going to be heading off to Poland, and he needs a visa.
There you go.
And we were going to do it in a quick trip so that I could come back and film Hosel Rockets.
But you had a little detour on the way.
I did, because it was going to be a 14-hour drive, and we were all gung-ho to do that. When we drove down, we were gung-ho to do the 14-hour drive coming back, and then...
Wait, why is it 14 hours? Oh.
Because we were only going to go 6 hours down one day, and then spend the night at my mom's.
Round trip you guys were going to
Yeah, and then we were going to go all the rest of the way down.
Okay.
And then come the whole drive back up.
All in one.
All in one. And then I got my directions out, and I just happened to look how far away the Polish consulate was from Disneyland. And it's 40 minutes away.
How could you not stop at the happiest place on earth?
Right?
Right.
Right. So I thought, Disneyland, Hosel Rockets.
Good choice.
Yeah, so sorry everyone, I chose Disneyland.
That's okay.
Yeah,
So,
I didn't make it.
before we tell everyone where I was, who are we having on today? Who's our guest?
Hey, so we have Scott Pernay's coming in, which we've had on the show before.
We have.
And this week, he's bringing in XXIO.
XXIO Golf.
Yeah, and talking to us about the new 11, what is it? The new X and the new 11, right?
Yep, correct.
So I'm excited to hear about it.
Yeah,
it's for it's kind of a pricier club.
It is.
But it's for moderate and slower
Clubhead speed players, yes, and it's really, really good. Lightweight. He's excited, and it'll be fun to share.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. And Bill, you've been missing on some of our shows.
I have. I think we mentioned just a little blurb. So my wife and I were blessed to share our 25th wedding anniversary a couple weeks ago, and so we took a nice long trip to the Eastern Caribbean and had the most amazing time. And so that's why I was gone, but it was one of the best vacations we've ever taken. And
you've been smiling a lot lately. It sounds like you had a really good time.
We did. It's always wonderful to be home, but it was a great time away. So
very nice.
Yeah.
And I have no idea where my husband is. Well, I kind of do, but he's not here. So we're gonna continue the show.
Well, yeah. Well, hopefully he's back, and maybe we can even do some Jack Bergeroni with Kenny. So Jen, are we ready for Scott?
I think we are. Scott's joining us today from XXIO Golf, and 1 second, he's going to be sitting right next to me. Hey, welcome back. And this week we have Scott Pernay from XXIO Golf. Scott, you've been on the show before.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming back.
Yeah, it's one of the best times he had. That's
why
he came back.
Well, it's the most memorable show that I've ever been here. I think it's the one show that I've been here, but yes, it was fantastic.
And you brought so many fun goodies with you. If you're listening on a podcast today, you're not probably seeing this stuff, but if you're watching on the Morton Golf Sales YouTube channel, then you're going to see that there are so many goodies.
Yeah, we brought plenty of goodies, and we're launching all of these just recently at the PGA show in Orlando. Very excited to offer a XXIO 11, which is, again, our 11th iteration of the XXIO model. So that means it's been around for quite some time, mostly in the Japanese and Asian markets, but it's been in the States for about 4 years now. Really getting a nice following with the moderate clubhead speed player. And so I'm excited to show you today.
That's awesome. Now, 11 years, XXIO, or this is the 11th
11th generation. So we do product cycles every 2 years, and so this is now literally 20 years for us in the business.
Now, a lot of people I don't think have heard of the XXIO brand. So why is that? Where has this been popular?
This is mostly, it's been a number one club in the Japanese, South Korean market. They know it like many of the big names here in the States. Titleist, TaylorMade, Callaway. Okay. So, but it's really meant for the moderate clubhead speed player. So maybe part of that, for us is that we can hit a market that's pretty large in the industry, really. If you look at it, those that are, under 95 miles per hour in clubhead speed are part of the biggest market that we have. So we wanted to make a club for them.
Clubhead speed and even slower clubhead
and
speed,
even slower,
right?
Down to literally the slowest player will benefit from this product line.
I should be playing XXIO probably.
Me too.
Yeah. Actually, you do. I've seen you hit your driver.
I love it.
Hit it a mile. So.
And actually, Ken's not here right now. I don't know where he is. Maybe he's underneath the table, but. I know we're going to dive into this.
It wouldn't fit, but
oh man.
No, anyway.
Wow. But as we get into this, he is super excited about one of these launches because he is planning on putting one of these things into his bag this year.
Yeah, we've had a couple discussions so far, and we've also played golf together with Billy as well. And I think he really has taken a liking to the XXIO.
What? You guys went out and played golf? Where was my invite?
I'm sorry. Next time.
It's for golfers. When we play golf, we actually golf.
Jeez.
Ouch.
That's okay.
All right, let's dive in. What do you have for us today?
So what I've brought to show you today, and I'll try to make it relatively easy, is we have a ladies specific line, we have a men's line, and then we have a line that's for the player that's maybe a bit more of an accomplished player, but wants to see something a little different when he looks down at the club. Some of our clubs actually have a little bit of a closed face for the players that may slice the ball, and so we wanted to build this year a golf club that actually we can hit a little larger market, maybe the player that swings a little faster and has a bit more of a discerning eye.
Okay, so what is it?
Ladies XXIO, let me get over here, excuse me. We have the new XXIO 11 ladies model. Again, our whole philosophy is light shaft, high balance point, with heavy head with the best ingredients, so to speak.
Now, I'm going to hit you in the face, Bill.
It's all right.
The head on this, what is that, the crown?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. We'll go with crown.
Is gorgeous on this. I love the blue, how it kind of fades. It's not really fades into black, but I mean, it's such a beautiful color. To me, so far, out of all the clubs I've seen, I'm loving this one the most. Yeah,
I think we get remarks about that all the time. And, it's nice to still have a sexy looking golf club that still performs. I mean, obviously it still must do what we want it to do, which is, get people to hit the ball easier, longer, further. Obviously everybody wants distance. But you'll notice right off the bat, Bill, as you hold it, it's a pretty light golf
Very
club.
Light.
We are the lightest golf club on the market, but sometimes you worry that a light club will not be an accurate or stable club. So part of what we've done this year is something called Weight Plus, which is literally counterbalancing the golf club. It's taking some weight out of the shaft and out of the head and grip especially, and moving it above your hand. So if you're gripping this club, you'll have as much weight as we can get in above your hands to make taking the club away easier and returning the club back to the ball easier than ever.
Okay, I have a question.
Shoot. I'm ready.
This could be interesting.
How many big pins does this club weigh?
Boy, is that something Kenny knew?
Yeah, Kenny knew this.
I don't think I have the answer to that.
I think it's 5. I think it weighs less than 5 big pins. That's what he said yesterday.
Really?
What kind of big?
Those must be some big pens
big
with lots
pins.
of ink.
Maybe it was the shaft.
It's possibly the shaft or maybe the grip even.
I think he said 4 actually,
did
and
he
I
say
think
4?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
But I'm not sure that's accurate. I mean, this is a very light club.
Are we questioning his facts?
I am.
That's a factoid.
Go ahead, Kenny. Defend yourself. Oh, that's right. He's not here.
Yeah,
That's
well,
okay.
that's
Where'd you go,
about
Ken?
average.
But extremely light and easy. And so one of our larger markets is the ladies market these days. We really, we've seen that we're seeing an uptick in sales to that vertical, and we're in that 40 to 42% range with sales to ladies, which is a really big thing for us. We want that to be easy. as well as the other golf club, which is the XXIO 11 for men. Very similar looking, but obviously we had a little bit of a pink color in the ladies. But if you look at this club again, same things apply. Weight plus, the light shaft, it's 40 grams of weight, which is one of the lightest on the tour, or excuse me, in golf. And again, the heavy head with the highest grade titanium that we can get, with the exception of what we put in our prime.
Now you guys make your own shafts for this,
We
correct?
do. We are making shafts. We make our own grips. We make everything that you see here is designed for the player that we're targeting, which is again that moderate clip head speed player.
So what shaft flex do these
are
these offered?
They're going to come in regular and stiff flex.
Okay.
Just two flexes. We have a ladies flex in the ladies line, and then a regular ladies flex, so two there. And then in this newest club that we have is we're going to have a regular and stiff flex as well. So kind of standard from that perspective, but just remember it's in kind of the lightweight world versus how other clubs are manufactured.
What about loft choices for the drivers?
Loft choices in the ladies line, we're going to go from 10.5 up to 13.5. Nice. In the men's, it'll go up to from 9.5 to 12.5. And then in the new XXIO X, which I have not shown you yet, it will be 8.5 to 10.5.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. So
and then the fairway woods are traditional lofts, 15.
They are. In this, it'll be 15 and 18 degrees in the 5-wood, so maybe a little stronger 5-wood than what we normally see, which just again gives you a little bit more distance.
Yeah, I think a lot of manufacturers actually are going to around 18.
They are. And what's unique about our club is what you'll notice when you play the XXIO club is immediately you'll see higher trajectory, which is really I think what a lot of players at loose speed need. And then you'll also see, again, just an ease of use with this weight plus counterbalancing. The club returns back to the ball and goes, on the takeaway, it goes away from the golf ball much easier.
So with it being just super lightweight, just easy to get up and in the air, so it's just super easy to hit.
Easy is the perfect word. And that's why we have Ernie Els as one of our ambassadors. We want this to be the most fun you'll ever have playing golf. As a golf professional and as an instructor, I think if you just hand this, I always say, just share the club, and the club will do the work for you. It sells itself.
Great. And how about the last?
Yeah. So this is XXIO X, and again, we actually call it, so we know the difference is obviously a black club versus the blue club, so we call it XXIO Black. And again, this is going to be some of the same characteristics with weight plus, lighter shaft, but heavier than the other models. And then we've actually made some changes to this head, a little square face. So I'm not sure if the audience will be able to see that, but if you look down, it's actually a little more of a neutral face.
Definitely visually, when you do come look at it, you can see that for sure.
Exactly. And we've added some composite to this club as well, so that we could save some more weight. Nice. Again, putting that weight above the hands, and I think it's a pretty sleek look as well, and it's similar to a lot of what you'll see on the market, and I think that will help sell it to the better player.
Now, Ken is going to put not just the driver, he's planning on putting the entire set into his bag this year.
Yes.
And he's
for all those rounds of golf that Kenny plays.
But he's super excited about it.
That's
good.
Good.
I have not seen him excited about a set of clubs in a long time.
Well, it's funny. We can talk a little bit about the technical side, and we'll do that. But I will say, to your point, it's kind of a growth of the game golf club. I think it's going to make people want to play more rounds of golf. Good. Hopefully, get a little more excited, which helps all of us in the industry. So, I don't know that there are too many clubs out there that you could say will hopefully grow the game as well. And I believe that. I've seen it.
Well, if Kenny's excited about a new club, that means he may play more, and we'll see him less.
That's a great point. I hope he plays a lot more.
Wait, that would be a good thing that I would see him less?
That he'll get out.
I heard senior tour in his last email.
Well, there it is. Maybe that's where he is right now.
He's going to be watching more of the senior tour?
Who knows? Kenny could play in his day. But we do have obviously some complementary clubs to go along with that, as you mentioned, Bill. The fairway wood is again similar design. We are really happy with the way that the fairway woods look, and again, that's going to go up In this model, it'll go up to a 7 wood. Hybrids will be from 3 to 5 in the hybrid model. As you might imagine, we want to get you to the irons, but we want to do it in sort of a seamless way. So that's why we're working on kind of building a club again that's similar characteristics, but for that player that has a little more speed.
Sure.
And
for
then
those of you who aren't able to see, that the hybrid is actually pretty large. I mean, it's a very confidence-inspiring hybrid.
I think we need that when we look down at the longer clubs,
definitely.
Especially
I'm holding a 4 hybrid, and it looks like you could easily hit that and get that.
Are you confident?
Extremely. I was more thinking about Kenny. He's going to be able to get a ball off the ground with this, but that's good.
We are seeing players sort of lose. And back in my day, when I first came up, I had a 2-iron in my bag. I even had a 1-iron in my bag.
Did you hit him?
Those I had to. We didn't have these great hybrids back then. And I feel old with saying that. But as now we're seeing a lot of people even lose the 3-iron in their bags. So I think that's a great trend because the hybrids are just as easy as you can get to hit. And then lastly, we worked into our really pretty forged iron. We've got it in both graphite and steel. These are a 4-piece design. So basically, we take a titanium face like you would see in a driver, and we put it into an iron, which, it costs a little more. And again, folks, we're not the least expensive club on the market, but we do a lot to make sure that this club performs very, very well for you right out of the gates. So the 4-piece design, it includes that face of titanium and some tungsten weighting that we put in there. And it really is a high-performing club. I think that's why Kenny likes it.
It's beautiful.
So this is the iron he's going to put.
That's the iron that I'm hearing he might put in his bag.
Again, I'm sorry if you're just listening, because this is a gorgeous club.
Yeah.
I mean, that is.
It's in my bag, so
XXIO.
I'm ready. Take on the world.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It feels great too.
All right, so these are out now.
These launched on January 21st at the PGA show. Available for sale and for demo at Hagen Oaks and Morton Golf Sales.
Yeah, and Morton Golf Sales.
And really excited just about kind of spreading the message of this light story, but very stable, the best ingredients that we can put in these golf clubs to make your life easier on the golf course and hopefully have you play more golf.
Excellent.
And have fun.
Tell us a little bit more about the XXIO story, just about...
Yeah. Again, I think for us, the thing that we feel like there was not necessarily a concentrated target on was that moderate club head speed player. A lot of the golf club manufacturers, nothing against them, Srixon, the other brand that I have, does this as well, but they focus on the better player oftentimes. We, as a primary focus with XXIO, is looking at that slower to moderate club head speed player. So again, it started in the Asian market and got its traction there and really has started to take off in the United States.
And I just want to say, those that are listening to us, XXIO, how do you spell XXIO?
That's a great question. It's actually the Roman numeral 21, so XXI. And then the O is actually in the Japanese language means king or best. And so literally you're looking at best of the 21st century when you look at the XXIO
so
logo.
XXIO.
XXIO, and pronounced XXIO. I always say sexy with a Z. XXIO.
Hey, there you go.
Easy way to remember it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But again, I think the primary goal for the company is to identify those players that are typically the ones that are avid golfers, passionate players, but maybe are not necessarily out there with the skill level of a low handicap or a tour player. They just want performance. They want to see the ball go up in the air. They wouldn't mind seeing a ball that might actually draw once in a while, and have to do it with less stress on the body and less work. And that's really the design idea behind what we're doing here. And again, I've seen it enough times now to know it blows me away every time I see players that have been struggling possibly with the wrong clubs, maybe something too heavy, hit a ball that goes up in the air for the first time, a lot higher than what they're used to. And the smiles that come back to me at that point, give me a big charge and make me happy.
How does it perform in the shop?
Oh, we did this, again, like Scott's been saying, we have that clientele that comes in that loves it. And again, we sell quite a bit to a lot of ladies and even some seniors where they had some good club head speed at one point, but it's diminished now.
Right.
This fills that need. It's good stuff.
Yeah, it's been, like I said, I've been with the company now selling XXIO for about 4 years, and it's just been the most fun I'll ever have at a demo day. And I know I get a little bit pumped up about it, but it's for good reason.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, as always, Scott, we are so appreciative of you stopping by and joining us in studio.
Likewise.
And I'm sure we will see you again in here very soon.
I hope so. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. And with that, we are going to take a quick break and bring you a quick message from our sponsor, Morton Golf Sales. Are you going to be sharing our commercial today?
I don't know. I hope so.
I hope so, too. And then we'll be right back with, what are we doing? Jack Burgeroni Experience.
All right.
Stay tuned.
Hey, Bill here. I wanted to pause real quick to thank our sponsor, MortonGolfSales.com. Morton Golf Sales is the #1 online retailer for all your golfing needs. From the newest clubs on the market to the classics that you can't find anywhere else, Morton Golf Sales has the best products and customer service at the lowest possible prices. Want to check out their huge online inventory of clubs, clothing, golf balls, accessories, and save 12% on your first order? Just use coupon code ROCKETS at checkout on MortonGolfSales.com. Exclusions apply. See site for details. Now, back to the show. Mom's Beef Hash has a first name. It's from a Can We See.
But we all have another name. We call it untasty.
We hate to eat it every day.
And if you ask us why, we'll say, 'cause Mama's hash tastes like trash and we should feed it to the dog. Welcome to the Jack Burgeroni Experience.
Hey, welcome back to Jack Burgeroni.
And look who's with us.
Ken, where have you been all day?
Meetings. Way less fun than this amazing podcast, I'm sure.
Wow.
Yeah. Did
Well,
you guys learn all about XXIO?
We did.
We did.
Yeah.
That seemed very convincing.
The crazy
Yeah,
vendor
how many? So I have a question for you because I dropped one of your facts and they all said that you're a big liar face.
Wow.
How many? So your Bic pin factoid.
Yes.
What was your Bic pin factoid?
That 5 Bic pens weigh the same as the 37-gram XXIO shaft.
All right, so I said that wrong.
Shaft. Yes. No wonder you were lambasted because Jennifer gave us all the wrong information.
As usual.
Yes.
Imagine
because
that.
she's a golfer.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So never mind. You're vindicated. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, no, a Bic pen is like 7 to 8 grams,
Okay.
and the shaft is 37 grams.
Yeah.
So, if my math is correct.
She said that you said 4.
The whole entire club.
Like a whole set of clubs. The Big
Yes.
Pens weigh.
And the bag,
and
too,
the bag,
that it comes with it.
And the
Yes.
head covers.
Yes,
And if it
okay.
was loaded with 2 dozen XXIO golf balls.
Totally.
So, yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. It's very, very heavy pen. So,
All right,
All right.
well, let's move on.
Jack Burgeroni.
Yeah, we're going
Yeah.
to talk about the...
Jack Burgeroni, what it is finally, right?
Oh my gosh, let's
No.
move on. We are talking about the PGA show. You were there last week. Biggest, hottest thing, woohoo, of golf. New introductions, fireworks.
No fireworks.
No.
Yeah.
I saw fireworks where I was, but that's okay.
Whoa.
Okay, this isn't that kind of show, Bill.
All right.
What we want to talk about is what did you see?
So I can run through my list real quick.
Okay, we don't want notes. We don't want this isn't high school.
He's got good notes.
I do have good notes.
He takes the
and
most detailed notes.
amazing handwriting to
Yes.
boot, everybody. If you've never seen
Okay,
this.
this is a podcast. People are listening.
Yes.
We
You
don't
can
wanna
listen
see
to how
it.
awesome my
Your handwriting is?
It's
Yes.
phenomenal.
Oh
It
my
is.
gosh. All right, what are the highlights?
So
What was the greatest, most amazing thing you
Are you
saw?
going to let him tell us?
No.
or- Okay.
it's probably the honey roasted almonds that Bill used to get
Yeah.
every year.
I know,
Okay,
I-
those
I'm
were really
sad
good.
I missed all the food
Yeah,
vendors.
I probably should have brought those back to you
Yeah.
now that I think about
And
it.
the
I
honey
know.
roasted
Yeah,
pecans,
what a
too.
Oh,
crummy
yeah, the
friend.
pecans. Oh my gosh, I miss those pecans.
Yeah. So yes, all about the PGA show. Nuts are the hottest thing back at the show. So
They are hot, actually.
They are. They're really good. They made them right there on the scene.
Hot nuts, nothing like them.
it's not that kind of show, Bill. Okay.
Cons and omens. Okay, let's go.
All right, Seymour Putters has...
That's the greatest thing you saw. That was the question.
Wow.
The greatest thing I saw. I don't know the answer to that. Probably a golf bag that has a full stereo built into it. It was really, really cool.
The Rodney Dangerfield bag?
It totally was,
yes.
but one you could actually go use.
Okay.
So, yes. It's from a company. Now I gotta go find it again because you got me guys out of order here. But it was really, really cool. I was actually really enjoying it. Okay. So
all right, we'll
tell
move
us
on.
some more things if Jennifer will let you.
She won't though. So
but I want to hear it since I missed the show this year.
Seymour Putters have a new putter that has a Hosel to it. So if you've ever known, they've been self-shafted from shaft straight into the head with a little black top.
Yep.
Now they're actually building them with Hosels, and that's...
Isn't that how Bill's putter design was? Oh, no, wait. What was that? You didn't have a putter that you designed.
My Cheeto?
Yeah, your Cheeto thing? What was that?
It was
a
putter.
Limp Hosel is what it was.
No,
so.
it was
what
fantastic.
That?
It was I can't even remember what I called it now. The face that exploded that made the ball go far.
Mine had a
tumor.
I had an insert. Anyway, let's talk about real clubs.
Okay. There is a new golf club
so when
brand.
is that coming out?
It's coming out on the 15th of February.
All right.
So
coming soon.
Yep, coming soon. So there is a new brand called Union Green on the way that's going to be coming pretty soon. That's
clothing, gloves.
It's golf balls and a whole line of accessories. It's kind of built all in and around the millennial. So if you think about kind of like what Link Soul is, kind of as a younger surf vibe. This is a new brand that's going to...
But Link Soul's clothing, so how's this golf balls that's built
So they're going to try to have kind of that same vibe in and around equipment, and it's going to start with some headwear and some accessories, a little bit of soft goods, but it's going to kind of be built in and around a golf ball. It's kind of a unique kind of theme, so more to come on that. So
great.
We'll actually have Union Green on the podcast here at some point in the springtime. So Cobra, that's probably the coolest thing I saw. So
changing your answer already.
Yes, so they have drops of product lines that are going to be coming every month that are going to be limited edition, super cool, super collectible. So the first one just dropped. It's a bunch of Hawaiian themed merchandise that was in and around the not the Players Championship, the TOC Championship that was over in Kapalua. But they've actually got one around the waste management coming up this next week, and then next month when they go to Bay Hill, they've got one in around a bunch of Arnold Palmer themed equipment.
Nice.
They've got one in and around the U.S. Open, and they're literally just this. It's available for like 30 days. Really small quantities, but super cool theme.
Can you get that in stores, or is it just...
You can. It's going to be available through stores and through the Puma website, both. But the Palmer drop is, Billy, I mean, you're such a historian. It's going to be so cool. There's, they've got the umbrellas. They've got, just some iced tea and lemonade mixes on a couple. I mean, it's so well done. It's really, really cool. So
can't wait.
Yeah. If you're a junior out there listening or watching us, U.S. Kids Golf Club's entire new line of ultralight golf clubs. It's by far and away the best-selling junior golf club out there, so we're super excited about that.
It completely redoing the line?
Completely redoing the line. Woods, irons, hybrids, package sets, bags, the entire thing.
Wow.
Even more lightweight, even, more forgiving.
Like new colors, too? Or just
the color sizing scale that they've had is all remaining the same, but all of the club itself is being remade. So the triple track putter.
Hold on, because I know that U.S. Kids, I don't want to go too fast because that U.S. Kids is our number one seller.
Yeah.
So what is new about that club?
So they've redone the driver. They've recreated a whole new line of fairway woods, new hybrid. The new iron is a lower center of gravity. It's a little deeper cavity in the back. They've just redone and updated the entire golf club
When was the
line.
last time they did that?
4 years ago, I think.
Okay, so this is a pretty big...
It is a pretty big deal for them.
launch.
Yeah.
And when does that release?
Middle of February also.
Okay.
So, yep. Odyssey, they released a triple track putter, which if you've seen the triple track golf balls, it hasn't even launched hardly at retail yet, and it's been such a massive success with making the hot list and seeing some real interest from all the golf pros buying it. They've already done line additions to it now. So
wow.
I have one coming.
Yeah. So the number 7 model, which has been their best-selling Odyssey head style, now is going to be available in triple track, which is going to be great.
And when is that coming out?
The 7 won't be available till the end of March, early April, but the triple track putters are all arriving this month, so we're getting them shortly. Volvic, all kinds of new products. They have first of all, they've licensed all the Avengers golf balls, and so if you're a Marvel Avengers fan, you can get Iron Man golf balls and Hulk balls and Captain America balls and all that stuff. But what was probably most unique is they have a new golf ball called the Solice, and it's spelled Solice, and it's that is Italian for jewelry. And you guys know that their big ball, the Vivid ball, is a matte finish golf ball that's very bright. This one is actually metallic and looks like jewelry, but it's available in all of the similar colors that the Vivid does. It's crazy looking.
Wow.
So we've had balls, in my opinion, in here before that sort of have that
like the Chromax golf ball we sell
Chromax,
has that similar type of finish, but it's sparkly. I mean, it if you hold it under a light, it looks like jewelry. It's
it looks wild. Like. Does it look like it has that jeweler's cut to it?
Not so much a cut, but more like it has sparkles in it, like it has like glitter in the cover. It's pretty wild. Pretty wild. So OGIO has a brand new entirely new line of golf bags coming in that are really, really well designed. They're using their kind of background in
luggage?
No, more kind of like motocross and all of their division that does all the stuff with all the X Games, and trying to take some of that theme and put it into the golf bags, and they're really, really cool.
So is that just then like the design is kind of more trendy looking?
Yeah, it's the cuts of the bags, the fabrics they're using, it's very modern looking. So Mizuno, you guys, we've talked on this podcast about the copper underlay that they have on all of their new forged irons. They're actually going to release some limited quantities of irons without the chrome overlay on it. So it's actually copper irons, and they look super cool.
I saw a sneak peek on that.
Yeah, they're really, really cool. So
we'll have those.
Yes,
see those Friday.
Definitely. Even Roll Putters is a big seller for our sponsor, Morton Golf Sales. They have 5 new putter models that are coming out that are all really, really cool. And then Tour Edge, probably my favorite putter design was a brand new putter that they have called the Wingman. It's actually a carbon, graphite, and stainless steel combination putter that's a little reminiscent of the Spider putter. It's kind of a big oversized mallet there, but from an aesthetic standpoint, they just nailed it. It's just beautiful. So, and there was tons and tons of other products, but those are some of the highlights that came out of that. I know over the course of the next few weeks, we'll be having a lot of guests and talking specifically about a lot of these products when we talk about.
Yeah, I think we have our guests lined up through the end of April already.
Yeah.
Real fast, I know that XXIO was our guest and you weren't here, but you have the entire line of the new XXIO X already on order, right?
I do. I do not get new golf clubs often. As Bill knows,
we made mention of that.
Yeah, exactly. I have a wedge that I have used since I was about 22 in my golf bag that has very few grooves on it. Yeah. But I'm super excited. This new golf club, I had a chance to play with some XXIO equipment last May and was really blown away how much farther I was hitting it than my current golf clubs in. So when I saw the new X, which is designed for a golfer with a little higher club head speed, the old XXIO product, I hit far, but I hit all over the place because it was a little too weak shafted for me. This new one, I just piped at hot list, and I got to see it even before our local regional rep had. And when I got back, I told him he was in for a big treat when he saw it, and that I was going to be an expensive date for my staff plan this year. So
nice.
Very cool.
I told Jennifer that she'll probably see less of you this year because you're going to be playing more rounds of golf.
Yeah, I raise up from the handful of rounds to, maybe double it this year.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right. So, overall, what's your forecast for 2020 in golf?
There are a lot of great products for golfers to play better golf, specifically those in the middle to higher handicap players. There is a heavier concentrated effort with all of the manufacturers to better those that are 25 handicappers and higher than ever before.
Which I think is a really positive focus on,
Yep.
on,
Totally
on
agree.
golf.
Totally agree.
All right. And with that, I think that's the end of this episode of Hosel Rockets. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week.